Hey, man, back in black in the building. Shout out to everybody out there at the Court Plantation doing what they need to do to survive. This is going to be real quick. Shout out to everybody handling business. Man, another mass shooting at Florida State University. Like I said again, shout out to everybody. Vegas, everybody in the United States of America. Shout out to Shawnee, feeling the building, the homegirl Erica, Florida. Oh man, it's definitely in the building. Shout out to the homegirl Erica. I hope you're safe and your family is safe. Just shout out to everybody across the United States of America. Shout out to my brother Dave from No Compromise and James Youngblood. Just everybody, man. Shout out to drinking this moringa tea. Let's talk about it. Man, let's see if we can find something, because I know they got something else, but let's see. What is it? The Florida State active shooter. Let's see if we can find some video. Let's see. We gonna see what we can find. Cause you know sometimes it be clickbait.
People are dumping their $500 pressure washers for this.
No. So we gonna see what they talking about.
Class, and it was about 1 o'clock, and the shots rang out, and we were like, is that construction going on, or what was happening? And so we got up, looked out the window, and I remember looking outside and hearing 5 more shots go off, and I was like, what's going on? So I saw kids running away from the student union, and I walked away from the window, then I walked back to the window and heard 6, 7 more shots ring out, and at that point we were like, okay, there's a shooting going on. So we ran from our classroom, went to the offices, locked the doors, barricaded ourselves in there, and then we waited and was looking out the window again and saw the SWAT teams pull up, the police cars, the FBI come, and at that point we're like, okay, we got to bunk ourselves in.
Oh man, here let's see. There's another video.
And it looks like they are making those final preparations for this news conference to get underway again. This is on the Florida State University shooting. They are walking up to the podium here. I'm going to pop up the audio so we don't miss any of it.
Okay, we're turning off. Okay, look, they don't even know what to say. Come on, y'all. They waiting for this man. See, that's why you shouldn't be on TV unless you are prepared, because people want to know what's going on. You just got people waiting around. Get to it.
My name is Jason Trumbauer, and I'm the Chief of Police at Florida State University. All Florida State University classes and business operations on the main campus in Tallahassee are canceled through Friday, April 18th. Essential employees should check with their supervisors for further reporting instructions. All FSU athletic events in Tallahassee are canceled.
How many times have y'all heard me say, they don't got, all this money in these endowments at these schools that they get every single year, billions of dollars. Y'all ain't got no security. And I'm talking about armed security. You don't have no gates? Nope. You can't be on this campus. Look, y'all don't have no problem asking us for ID. Everybody should be identified. It should be cameras everywhere. It should be armed guards everywhere. It should just be the police everywhere. It should be the police. You're not safe at a campus, then you don't need to be going to that school. By now, we should have a better mentality. I've been saying that ever since they had, it was a small shooting. I forgot what area it was in. It was like probably about 6 months ago, I did a podcast about that. And I kept saying, all this money that's being paid out, all these taxes that we paying, what's going on? That's what I want to know. It isn't just, oh, well, we don't know. Okay, well, these schools collect endowments. Taxpayers pay a lot of taxes. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of taxes that are being paid, whether Florida has a state tax or not. There's other taxes that are being paid. We have to have a different type of mentality, and the infrastructure should be way different. You shouldn't be able to just walk on campuses anymore. Come on. Why y'all up here policing black folk and every other little thing we do? You got these active shooters that are just taking over.
Through Sunday. At approximately 11:50 a.m. Thursday, April 17th, a gunman opened fire on the main campus of Florida State University in Tallahassee, shooting multiple individuals in the vicinity of the Student Union building. FSU police responded immediately, engaged, neutralized, and...
Now, y'all remember, whoever's listening, y'all remember, David, whoever remember they said that with the Uvalde shooting in Texas? Oh, our police officers responded right away. That's your job to respond right away. That's your job. You know, that's your job. But it should have already been police officers on the campus, patrolling, riding around. Don't matter. Hey, that's your job. It might be a boring job, a tedious job, but when people start seeing that it ain't really no security, ain't really no police, they gonna do exactly what they did. This has been going on for a long time. Just all these, I'm talking about a long time. I remember that Virginia Tech shooter. I'm gonna bring that up again. He had a professor. I think the professor was black, if I'm not mistaken. She went was she black? She might have been black, but I know that Virginia Tech shooter was writing crazy shit in his class, and the professor reported him and said he might need some mental health. This is way before everybody started talking about mental health. That Virginia Tech shooter, that was like 06, 07. And I remember the professor went to the dean. The students was like, this kid has a mental block. She said, he has mental health issues. Black folk, we call it mental block. He got a mental block. He got a mental problem. So y'all need to do something with him. Nope, they didn't take it serious. Then he kept going to school and writing crazy shit. And this girl, he was obsessed with this girl. She didn't like her. That motherfucker came to Virginia Tech and shot up the whole fucking school. It was kids jumping out the windows. That shit was crazy. I mean, just killing. And that could have all been avoided. Now, this couldn't have been avoided, but that could have been avoided. And what I'm saying is, when are we going to start learning from all these tragedies? And then people done lost their life. Now it's like, what's the point of even going to school where you have to be worried about, man, is somebody going to come in here shooting? Like, what's going on? Is it going to get that bad? You know what I mean? That's why I don't like being in venues for long periods of time unless I know where the exits are and I done scoped out everybody, because you just don't know when a motherfucker be like, oh, okay, fuck y'all, and start shooting. So we not law enforcement, but us as a people, we got to learn from that and take better precautionary things and just understand what's going on. People will pull it these days. It ain't like back in the day, like, you have one school shooting and then 10 years later you have another one. No, they happen back to back to back. We had one last year, we're going to have them this year. Oh, we have them this year, we're going to have them next year. You know what I'm saying? Like the Columbine thing, same thing.
Apprehended the shooter. 2 victims are deceased, and 5 individuals have been transported to a local hospital with gunshot wounds. The shooter has also been transported to a local hospital. The 2 deceased are not students. The shooter is believed to be a current FSU student. I do not have additional information on the
Y'all
shooter's
lying.
identity at
Y'all
this
have the
time.
information. Stop.
Students who need assistance can go to the Donald L. Tucker Center, where the university is providing counseling, health care, and other support services.
See, we don't need no health care. Well, you know, we need all y'all antennas, law enforcement. Y'all, man, this is what be tripping me out. Man, y'all want to be having 10 cars for a traffic stop, but you got motherfuckers just walking into school and shooting. And this happens, it happened at UNLV. It's happening everywhere. But you pull up to a traffic stop and it's 10 cars out there with one person handcuffed. That type of shit. Wasting taxpayers' dollars on some fucking traffic stop. They got a warrant. Take their asses to jail. Man, don't just be having people sitting on the car because you trying to make an example. That's what I mean. Killing time. That's why everybody's not meant to be law enforcement. And that's why I feel like law enforcement needs a rejuvenation of, okay, we going to scratch a lot of this shit out. We got to start doing some preventative things because there's too many things that are happening and we got to get a hold of it. The Sandy Hook shooting, all these shootings. I remember, what was about that man that went in that theater? After that man went in that theater and got the shooting, I didn't go to the movies for a whole year. I was like, man, I'm not going to nobody's movies. So somebody else could try to pull it in another theater? No. Wrong. So that's why I'm like, man, we have to really be conscious of what is going on and how it's happening. And then we got to do a better job of having some preventative measures put in place.
Family members are also able to go to the Tucker Center for assistance. Students, faculty, and staff are asked to call their loved ones as soon as possible to update them on their status. The student union and the surrounding area is still considered an active crime scene. Individuals should avoid the area. Students should not return to the student union to retrieve personal property at this time. Students may return to their residence halls, but they should otherwise stay indoors on the main campus to allow first responders and university staff to do their jobs. And
you notice they gave us the date of birth and all that. Show his face. Show us the picture of the motherfucker. Because I guarantee you, I'm guaranteeing it ain't no black person because they had showed that already.
Respond to those needing assistance. Students may depart campus for the weekend. All classes have been canceled through Friday. Before I turn this over to Chief Revel, I want to thank all the brave men and women.
All right, this isn't about sending no shout outs. I can't do that. I got one more. I want to listen to Carmelo Anthony's family. I know this is a little off topic, but I just want to see what they said. And let's see what was said. I'm very interested to see what was said about Carmelo Anthony. But they got to do something about that. They have to do something about that. For real. Let's see.
I want to start off this press conference to say something as a deep note that I can tell America. What we seen at the beginning of this press conference, the father being at this press conference, these are my words, don't quote anybody, is a disrespect to the dignity of his son. Next Generation Action Network from the beginning has respected the loss of life. No matter our opinion of it, we have kept our opinion close. We have not attacked. We have not shared the information that was shared with us about Austin Metcalf, because we respect the dignity of life and loss. And as a minister, I will not attack a grieving family, even if I disagree with them. When I have stood before this podium for people who have died at the hands of law enforcement, I have asked for that same manner of respect. And even when the shoe is on the other foot, I will not do that. And all I'm going to say, so it don't be asked later, is that was disrespectful.
Okay, he got to be quiet. Yeah. But anyways, back to what we was talking about. I thought he had something important to say. He just up there trying to get some clout. But anyway, we got to do a better job of protecting the students in the colleges. That's a fact. We have to do a better job of that. You know, people, some people still enjoy the fact of staying on the dorm, going to school, getting that college life in. If that's what you want to do, you should be able to enjoy it. But damn, how you going to enjoy it? Niggas shoot. I mean, this is happening every 6, 7, 8 months. This isn't like it's happening every 6 or 7 years. Make sure anybody got kids and family that's going to any schools, anywhere, tell them keep their head on a swivel and do not get comfortable on nobody's school campus. I don't care if it's the University of Jesus Christ. Don't act like it can't be pulled. You think people respect Jesus Christ the way you respect him? No, they're still pulled. Keep your heads on a swivel and let's make great decisions. I'm out. Guilty.